our YouTube channel at no additional cost to yourself, simply change your Amazon bookmark to one with our affiliate code or use our affiliate code next time you go to make an Amazon purchase. Link to the affiliate code will be in the description below, along with a link to a video explaining more about the process.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul from the Paul Does Tech channel, and today I am back with a discussion video giving you my opinion and the opinion of most on a specific issue. That issue, as you can tell from the title, is Apple's new iPad Pro 9.7 inch. This is releasing on the 31st, which is why I'm making this video, because it's kind of right near the release date. Because I'm sure there's at least a few of you out there thinking, oh wow, new iPad, is this the iPad for me? Well, I'm here to explain to you my personal opinion on who this iPad is geared towards and what iPad you should have. Maybe I'm not going to cover all the iPads, but I might just mention a few here and there, like situations that would work well for another iPad. But anyway, I know I missed a lot of upload scheduling time, almost a month. We'll get into that at the end of the video. Some changes are coming. But anyway, let's get right into this. The first thing we will notice is that the 9.7 inch is in the actual name, like it's the official iPad Pro 9.7 inch. And this is exactly matching up with the iPad Air 2. And I in fact looked at this. It is the exact same physical construction, like size, weight, dimensions, thickness, screen resolution as the iPad Air 2. So that's interesting, because one thing that you want to look at is the price differences, and is it worth it, is it not worth it? So the iPad Air 2, 64 gigabytes, I believe, is $499, and 16 gigabytes, or no, 32 gigabytes on the iPad Pro 9.7 inch is $599. So you're paying $100 more for half the gigabytes. So obviously there's a big price difference, especially if you're trying to get more gigabytes and if you get into cellular. So we need to find the differences between the three iPads, basically. The Air 2, the Pro 9.7, and the Pro. See, if you want the biggest iPad you can with the most screen space, you go with the Pro. Now the reason they're called the Pros is because they're geared towards professionals, like artists, maybe even people that have to put together presentations for their jobs, things like that. The whole artist thing comes from the iPad Pencil, or not the iPad Pencil, the Apple Pencil, which is actually really nice. It's never something that I will have because I am in no way, shape, or form an artist or would ever get any sort of use out of this thing. So I'm staying away from this thing, but if you're an artist, professional, it's perfect for you. So the thing is if you're a professional and you're looking for this, why would you get the 9.7 and not the big iPad Pro if money isn't really a big issue? Because personally, it's only a couple $100 difference. If it was me, I would just save up my money till I could get the big iPad rather than like get it now and regret not getting a bigger one when I have more money. So basically the only reason that I can think of to get the iPad Pro 9.7 over the big iPad Pro, there are two reasons. One is form factor, if you're not into holding a miniature television in your hand when you're trying to do something. So that's obviously a decent reason as to why you wouldn't get it, is that you just don't want to have such a huge thing to have to manage and hold and carry around if you're more of a mobile working person. The only other thing I can think of is the camera, and please don't tell me people still use the camera on the iPad unless it's maybe for like a professional application where like it's for work and they gave you an iPad and they want you to like record a little something on it just to prove that you did a certain task. I can't really think of anything why, but it has 4K, the iPad Pro 9.7, it has 4K video, which is actually kind of cool, and it also has better slow-mo. I can't really think of an application off the top of my head that you would need that for, but it's there. That's the only difference, that and price. So I guess you can make the argument between those two. That's why they came with the second iPad Pro rather than trying to replace it already. They wanted to give someone a smaller form factor with still all the speed, performance, and pencil, and the new connectivity of it with the new keyboards and things like that. So the next thing we have to look at is what makes it different from the iPad Air 2. So mainly it's the connectivity of the keyboards is a big one between the iPad Pro 9.7 and the iPad Air 2. The other thing you want to look at is it is theoretically twice as fast, has twice as better graphics processing, the camera's better, it has, I believe, that actually has the same resolution now that I think of it, so that's not a big issue. Like I said, the physical build is the exact same. So the only reason I can see of getting the Pro over the Air 2 is that maybe you just want that little bit of extra processing, but I can only see that in a professional application, like if this is your job to use an iPad rather than just media consumption. Because really, if you think about it, how many times have you been sitting on an iPad and you maxed it out, you overloaded it, and it's lagging a little bit? I've never done it, and I have an iPad mini. That thing sucks. But I don't think that anyone that's just using it for media consumption, Netflix, emails, browsing the internet, YouTube, Spotify, anything like that, I don't think anyone needs the iPad Pro 9.7. I could see them making an argument for wanting the bigger iPad Pro because they want just bigger screen real estate, really. So personally, the only reason I can see someone getting the iPad Pro 9.7 is because you're a professional that doesn't like the huge iPad. You want a smaller iPad, but you still need the performance, the Apple Pencil, the keyboard connectivity, and all the new features that comes with it, even though there aren't that many. I guess you could say the adaptive 3D touch is a feature that's important that you could get on there. But honestly, if you're just a consumer like me, if you have the money and want a huge screen, get the big iPad Pro. It's kind of cool. I think I might personally try and get it, maybe if the price drops here a little bit. But if you're just wanting an iPad that's a normal iPad classic size, get the iPad Air 2. They still offer it. It's $100 cheaper and you get twice the gigabytes. You can't argue with that, in my opinion, because you can still get your Bluetooth keyboard, and not many people really need the iPad Pencil. So that's just my opinion, guys. Wanted to give that to you. One last thing before I go, I just wanted to say I missed the last month and a half almost of uploading. I know, I'm sorry. Got busy there for a while. I didn't have the motivation because it was dark out every time I got home from work. And it's just hard to make videos like that. But coming up in the spring, I hope to make some more videos. I am working on getting a Zoom H1 recorder. That would be kind of cool to look at. Another audio solution. Many people ask me to do some cheap audio solutions. I'm working on one that you could do a lavalier with a smartphone for I think around $30, which is kind of cool. And just some different things there, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. Stay subscribed for future content. Thank you. My videos have been getting a lot of views while I've been gone, but just thanks, guys. New lighting setup in here. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if that was in the last video or not, but I might do a video on that. Not sure yet. And I do have this LED light kit for a PCI Express slot. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I got it for like $10. That's the whole promise of it, is that it's cheap. But I am having a little problem with my Elgato, so my PCIe Express slots are all used up right now. So I'll get to it. I'll get to it though. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.
Get fresh off the grill, get fresh off the grill, nigga, keeping it hot. Get fresh off the grill, get fresh off the grill. Let 'em bounce in the hopper, nigga, you can't stop me.